Every sunrise is a reminder, a new page in the book of your life. But here's the question. Are you writing a story worth remembering, or simply repeating yesterday's script? Living with purpose isn't about wealth, fame, or power. It's about meaning. It's about waking up with clarity, knowing why you're here, and refusing to waste the limited time you've been given. Now, meet Maria. Her story wasn't about leaving comfort behind. It was about rising from pain. Maria lost her daughter to illness at just 7 years old. For months, she was paralyzed by grief. Life felt meaningless. But instead of letting the pain define her, Maria asked, "How can I honor my daughter's life by the way I live mine?" She began volunteering at children's hospitals, comforting parents and kids going through what she once endured. Over time, her sorrow became her strength. Maria discovered that living with purpose doesn't erase pain. It transforms it. Her daughter's story lives on in every child she helps, in every smile she restores. Maria's journey proves that even in the darkest seasons, pain can become a seed for purpose. Her loss did not end her story. It gave her a mission. She teaches us that the wounds we carry can either destroy us or they can heal others when we choose to rise. Meet David. For 10 years, he sat behind a desk, climbing the corporate ladder. On paper, he had it all: a steady paycheck, a respected title, a stable life. But every day felt hollow. Late at night, after long hours at work, David would paint. Canvas after canvas stacked up in his apartment, unshown, unseen. Until one day, he asked himself, "What am I really living for?" He took a risk. He quit his job and pursued art full-time. People called him reckless, foolish, but David wasn't chasing approval anymore. He was chasing purpose. And though the journey was hard, filled with rejection and uncertainty, every brushstroke gave his life meaning. Today, David's work inspires thousands. He doesn't just make a living, he makes a difference. David's story reminds us that comfort can be a cage. A steady life without meaning is still a kind of prison. His courage shows us that passion is worth the risk, and that sometimes stepping away from security is the only way to step into your destiny. Consider James. He wasn't the fastest, the strongest, or the most talented athlete on his team. In fact, he faced rejection after rejection. Coaches told him he'd never make it. But James had something more powerful than talent: purpose. Every morning before dawn, while the world slept, he ran, he trained, he pushed. His purpose wasn't to prove them wrong, but to prove himself right. Years later, James stood on the field not just as a player, but as a champion. His story teaches us this: when your purpose is clear, no obstacle is too heavy, no rejection too final, no dream too big. James shows us that greatness isn't built on talent alone. It's built on discipline, grit, and the fire of a clear purpose. He teaches us that rejection isn't the end, it's fuel. And when you know why you're running, no obstacle can stop your race. And then there's Sarah. She wasn't chasing fame or trophies. She was a teacher in a small town, often overlooked, underpaid, and underestimated. But Sarah saw her role differently. To her, teaching wasn't just a job. It was her calling. She believed that every child carried greatness even if the world couldn't see it yet. Year after year, student after student, she poured her heart into helping them believe in themselves. Many went on to achieve extraordinary things: doctors, leaders, innovators. Sarah may never be on magazine covers, but her purpose ripples through generations. Sometimes, living with purpose means changing the world quietly, one person at a time. Sarah's life reminds us that true purpose is not measured by applause, but by impact. She may never stand on a world stage, but her influence echoes through every life she touched. She proves that living with purpose isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet choices that change the world the most. David, Maria, James, and Sarah, their stories may seem different, yet they are bound by the same truth. A life of purpose is not found in comfort, in ease, or in luck. David stepped out of comfort to follow his passion. Maria transformed her pain into healing for others. James refused to let rejection define him, and through discipline, he turned weakness into strength. Sarah chose consistency over recognition, pouring into others day after day, leaving behind a legacy greater than herself. What do they teach us? That purpose is not discovered in a single moment of inspiration. It's forged in the fire of consistency. It's built in the quiet hours when no one is watching, in the discipline to rise each day and choose meaning over mediocrity. Purpose is not about avoiding failure, but about standing again and again with the discipline to keep moving forward. It is about saying, even if no one applauds, I will stay the course. Even if the world doesn't see my efforts, I will not stop. Even if the road is long, I will remain consistent. Because in the end, success is not about how loudly the world remembers your name, but how deeply you lived your purpose. So let their stories be your reminder. When you live with purpose, guided by consistency and strengthened by discipline, your life becomes more than existence. It becomes a light, one that shines long after you are gone. So, what about you? What will your story be? Will you drift through life waiting for meaning to find you? Or will you rise each day with a fire to create it? Purpose doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It's not hidden in tomorrow. It's born in the choices you make today. Living with purpose doesn't mean you'll never struggle. It means your struggles will have meaning. It doesn't mean you'll never fall. It means every time you do, you'll rise stronger because you know why you're rising. This is your one life. Don't waste it chasing someone else's idea of success. Find your purpose. Live it boldly. Live it fully. Don't just exist. Don't just survive. Live with purpose.